Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us today for a virtual NALA Board Candidate Forum. I am Melissa Hamilton, ACP, current NALA President, and this year we have 9 candidates running for 5 board positions: Vice President, Secretary, Treasurer, Area 1 Director, Area 2 Director, and Area 3 Director positions. We will be addressing questions based on the particular position for which a candidate is running to better help you, the members, distinguish between the various roles on the board. The Board of Governors, hello, I've been dealing with a lot of state work lately, so let's start that over. The Board of Directors is a governing body for NALA, the Paralegal Association. They serve a very critical function in oversight, compliance, strategic planning, and visioning for the future of our association. Board members are also key ambassadors for NALA. Our bylaws outline the qualifications that members must meet in order to serve on the board, and all 9 candidates have met those qualifications. You can find more information about the nomination process at our website, nala.org. As always, NALA is a membership organization, and we count on our members to be the driving force behind all that we do. Voting in elections is one of the many ways you help shape the future of NALA and our association. All active membership types who join NALA by May 30th of 2022 are eligible to vote during the board elections. Your vote counts, and it will have a significant impact on the direction of NALA over the next few years. So that you can make your most informed vote, we have created several ways for you to learn about the board candidates. As I've already mentioned, the NALA website is a wealth of information. If you go to our homepage at nala.org and look under the news link, you will find a link called 2022 Annual Meeting News. And there you'll find a link to the bios of all the candidates, their answers to the candidate questions, and introductory videos. Additionally, there's information about each candidate in the Q2 edition, or the Q2 May edition of Facts and Findings, which you all should have received by now. And you can learn a lot through these resources. This year, we're also holding 2 candidate forums, the one that you're attending right now, and one on July 13th, which is the day before the 2020 NALA Conference and Expo, our first ever hybrid conference, which we're offering the online version, woohoo, and the in-person version. We're finally going to be in person, and Vinny and I are going to get an in-person conference. But I hope you take advantage of these several resources that we have for you. Check out the website, check out the videos, check out the candidate forum, join us the night before conference kicks out, and learn about the NALA Board of Directors candidates. And so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Vinny at NALA headquarters to take over and launch the forum.
Thank you so much, Melissa. I am Vanessa Finley. Most people call me Vinny, and I am your grateful and humble CEO here at NALA. And I'm so glad you guys have joined us to learn more about our board candidates and to make a very informed decision as you begin voting later this month. The way we're going to do the forum here today is we're going to give each candidate 2.5 minutes to introduce themselves and share their background and or skills as they pertain to serving on the board. I will then ask each group of candidates, so we have officers and then we also have area candidates, the same question, and each candidate will have then 30 seconds to respond. So that we can keep things moving, I will be holding everyone to their allotted time. We provided the opportunity to members to submit their own questions, and we'll be trying to get through as many as the time allows. We do anticipate keeping this forum to 1 hour. I'm going to start with the vice president position. So everybody else who is not running for vice president, can you please turn your cameras off? And it leaves Cheryl Nadarcy. So Cheryl is, we have just one person running for this position, and that is Cheryl Nadarcy. And Melissa, I think your camera came back on. She's like, I just want to be a part of this. So we just have one person running for this position, and that is Cheryl J. Nadarcy, ACP from St. John's, Michigan. Cheryl, your 2.5 minutes for introductory remarks start now.
Thanks, Vinny. So as Vinny said, I'm Cheryl Nadarcy from Michigan. I'm the current NALA secretary, but I'm running for NALA vice president. And in my candidate video that was posted, I spoke about how your paralegal career is a journey. And you've seen some promotional items that reference that journey. My vision for NALA is to be like a dedicated travel agent to assist you along the way. Recently, I went on a trip where I had to arrange for a rental car, and I booked it through Expedia. We won't get into the fact that rental cars are way more expensive, and it was a big hit to the wallet. But returning from the trip, Expedia sent me a customer satisfaction survey. And there was a question on the survey that read something like this: with each visit to Expedia.com, do you feel joyful and excited? Honestly, I laughed at the question because of the whole expensive rental car situation. And frankly, I answered the question quickly, but the question itself stayed with me as I continue to think about what NALA is and what it could be. Is your NALA membership something that makes you feel joyful and excited? Now, I can honestly say yes to that question, especially as we're less than a month away from conference, right? I'm very excited about Phoenix and seeing everybody there. NALA membership has enriched my 30-something year paralegal career in immeasurable ways. But I know that might not be everyone's experience. As you might expect, that Expedia survey asked the follow-up question of how its service could be improved. And that's what I want you to think about. How can we improve your membership experience? How can we get you to where you are also joyful and excited about your NALA membership? So thank you for attending. We really appreciate your interest. And that's it.
Cheryl. Okay, next we have the officer position of secretary. We have 2 candidates running for this position. They are Bianca S. Greer, CP, FRP, SHRM CP. She's from Orlando, Florida. And then Michelle T. Pfeiffer, ACP from Anaheim, California. We're going to go in alphabetical order here. And so Bianca, if you could turn your camera on, and then your 2.5 minutes starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bianca Greer. I am the current NALA treasurer, and I am running for secretary. As you all know, I kind of have a background with the association. I've been on the board. This will be my 3rd year. And my vision for NALA is to move forward and engage our members more. I want to cultivate new thinkers, get more people involved, get more people on committees. I want you to get everything that you can out of this association and to continue to build this association and move us into the future. You know, this is our careers. Like we've worked very hard to be where we are. We sometimes have thankless jobs, and we really, you know, have a good support system here and a community. And I want to just continue to build upon that community. I want to continue to, you know, cultivate leaders throughout our association. I want to help the affiliates to continue to cultivate leaders within their local affiliates and move our students into our association. So there's a lot of things that I feel that we could do to help NALA become even more grand, even more successful, and have everyone talk about the You know, the Paralegal Association is NALA, and that's the only one, and that's the one that everyone wants to be a part of. So I hope that you all will consider me and vote for me as your secretary so that I can continue to work on the board and help with moving NALA towards the future.
All right. Thank you so much, Bianca. And I'm going to ask now, Michelle Pfeiffer, have you been able to log on? If you have, please make your camera available and your sound. Okay, I understand through other messaging that Michelle's having a hard time logging in, so we will try to circle back with her if she's able to get logged on here. So those are the two people running for secretary, is Bianca S. Greer and Michelle T. Pfeiffer. And you heard from Bianca just now. All right, next we have candidates who are running for treasurer. Of course, that's the next one. We have 3 candidates running for treasurer. Denise J. George, CP, and she is from West Jordan, Utah. A. Teresa E. Phillips, ACP, who is from Salt Lake City, Utah. And then Debbie J. Sawyer, ACP, who is from Nashville, Tennessee. And we will go in alphabetical order. And so we will start with Denise George is the first one. And if you could please turn your camera on and your audio, welcome. And your 2 minutes are going to start right now.
Hi, everyone. I know that when I submitted my candidacy, I was a certified paralegal. I am now an advanced certified paralegal. And I must say, I am so humbled to be part of this candidacy. There are some very accomplished people here that are excited to have the opportunity to support you this next year. And I love this organization. I think that NALA is a fantastic organization. I think that as paralegals, we often have access to education and resources and things that are mostly designed for attorneys. But to find education and resources that are specifically for paralegals, designed by paralegals, that is a unique thing. And NALA provides that to us, and we are very fortunate to have them do so. I have worked with legal aid in the area of family law and in helping with protective orders. And I've also worked in the area of personal injury law. And I like all of those areas of law. I am somewhat pretty good tech savvy, I think. And so I enjoy numbers. I enjoy working with research and all of the things that might go into being a treasurer. I feel really excited about the opportunity that I would have to serve you for this year, but honestly, I don't think you can go wrong. These are some accomplished, wonderful, I think we're all ladies on the board for this year as the candidates, but these are some accomplished ladies that are anxious to serve you, and I feel very honored to be part of them. So thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Okay, thank you so much, Denise. Okay, next we have A. Teresa E. Phillips, ACP. And Teresa, if you could turn your camera on and make sure your audio is turned on as well. I'm going to wait until I see you. Ah, there we go. Wonderful, Teresa. Now your 2.5 minutes starts right now. Oh, starts now.
Hi, I'm Terry Phillips, and I am excited to be running for treasurer this year of NALA. I have served previously on the board as director of Region 3. I enjoyed my time on the board and felt like that there were many things that were started and unfinished, and I would like to come back and finish those things while serving on the board. I would also like to represent each and every member of NALA on the board by sharing ideas that come from the members. I want to be able to help the members feel like that they're a part of the board themselves. Each of us, as we serve on the board, have the opportunity to move NALA forward. And that is what my plan is to move NALA forward. And I would like to see a lot of effort go into the student organizations and help the affiliates get more student members, and to help the affiliates grow as well as to help NALA grow. I think that by doing this, we can increase our membership and increase the opportunities for paralegals throughout the country. Our profession is one of the fastest growing professions in the country, and we need to keep up with that as far as helping paralegals feel like that they are part of NALA and part of the team. We all work together. Thank you for this opportunity.
Okay, you ready? All right, Teresa, thank you so much. And then our third candidate is Debbie J. Sawyer, ACP. And Debbie, can you turn your camera on and your audio? Thank you so much. And your 2.5 minutes starts right now.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Debbie Sawyer, ACP, and I am a candidate for the NALA Treasurer. I've been a paralegal for over 25 years. My first years were in private practice doing insurance defense, and the last 11 years have been in the federal court system, where I currently work for a federal judge. I've been a NALA member since 2003. From 2007 to 2021, I served on the NALA Board of Directors in various positions. I currently serve on NALA's Professional Development Committee, and I've also served in various positions with my local paralegal association, having just finished my term as president. I want to take all of my leadership abilities and all the knowledge I have gained from these experiences and use them to serve NALA, and most importantly, to serve the NALA members. Being a paralegal has been the most rewarding career for me. The paralegal profession has made huge advancements and accomplishments in the past few decades, but I believe it's going to break even bigger barriers in the future, and NALA is going to be leading that charge. As I stated in my candidate speech, I'm always looking for ways to pay it forward in a profession that has given so much to me. Volunteering and serving the NALA members as NALA Treasurer is just one of the ways for me to accomplish that. I am and have always been committed to NALA's mission, NALA's goals, NALA's vision, and its continued success. It would be my honor to serve as your NALA Treasurer, and if elected, I will serve with passion, honesty, and with integrity, and I will always be around for questions, networking, for anything the NALA members need. And I would very much appreciate your vote. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Debbie. Okay, so thank you, Denise, Teresa, and Debbie. Again, they are all running for the office of treasurer. Now we're going to move on to our area positions. We have candidates who are running unopposed for all 3 of the area positions. So Area 1 candidate is Dana G. Welker, ACP, from Fleming Island, Florida. The Area 2 candidate is Angela A. Oberly, ACP, from Great Bend, Kansas. And the Area 3 candidate is Vicki Casper, ACP, from Midvale, Utah. So let me ask first, Dana Welker, have you been able to join us? And if you have, please turn your camera on. Oh, wonderful.
Here I am.
Great. I wasn't sure if you were on. Okay, great. So Dana, welcome. And you will have 2.5 minutes to do your introductory remarks, and that will start right now.
Hi, it's nice to meet everyone. My paralegal career started almost 30 years ago. I was introduced to NALA through the Charleston, South Carolina Association, and went to my first conference as their NALA liaison. And from then I was hooked on the paralegal associations as well as NALA. I moved about 20 years ago back to my home state of Florida. So I'm now in Fleming Island, just south of Jacksonville. I've served multiple positions on the Jacksonville Association's board and on a couple committees with NALA as well as their leadership program. I am a huge cheerleader for NALA. I think it's one of the best things that a paralegal career can take advantage of and has to boost their career. I love talking about NALA. I'm currently serving as the Region 1 Director and look forward to serving again and helping NALA build more programs. And I look forward to mentoring to as many paralegals as need it or look out or look up to NALA for information or guidance. I think it's a great organization and I am lucky to be a part of it, and I appreciate your support. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dana. I really appreciate that. And next we have Area 2, which is Angela A. Oberly, ACP. Thank you. I can see her on already, and your 2.5 minutes starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Angela A. Oberly, ACP, and I have been a paralegal for just over 26 years. I am the current Area 2 Director, and I am running for a second term. I have worked in almost every position in a law firm, and I have handled almost every type of case. And for half of my career, I was clueless about any paralegal or legal assistant associations, and I stumbled across NALA. I went to my first conference in Oklahoma City, and I was hooked. I had to pay for my own conferences along the way until I found a local association, and by local I mean it's 2.5 hours away. But I joined that association as well, and I have been on their board of directors for 5 years. I want to help other paralegals find their association, whether it be a local one or it be NALA. NALA just gives you a rejuvenation when you can meet with all of the paralegals from around the country. Everybody has high energy, and as a director, I want to help build that energy and get more people interested in joining. I have been a member of the Continuing Education Council, and I also was a graduate of the last leadership program, the LEAP program. And I am looking forward to helping build the next leadership program. And I hope I get your vote. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Angie, so much. Appreciate your time as well. And then our third person for Area Director, and that is Area 3, and that is Vicki Casper, ACP. So Vicki, can you turn your camera on and your audio? There she is. And Vicki, your time, your 2.5 minutes will start right now.
All right, thank you so much. Hi, my name is Vicki Casper, ACP, and I currently live in Midvale, Utah, originally from Fargo, North Dakota. And I am very excited to be running for my second term as Area Director, or Area 3 Director, excuse me. I have been a paralegal since 2009, as well as a NALA member that same year. My current position, I'm working as a corporate paralegal in-house with Bridge Investment Group, which is a real estate investment company. I've worked there for almost 4 years now and have absolutely loved the company and Utah as a whole. I absolutely love it here. My experience with NALA has been working on the CEC, Continuing Education Council, the Professional Development Committee, and then I was also the chair of the Ethics Committee. As I stated, currently I am the Area 3 Director and have found it to be so rewarding. I have also served on my local affiliate boards as past president for RIVPA when I was in Fargo, and then more recently NALA liaison. Yeah, my local affiliate UPA. I want to continue to be part of such an incredible organization and help continue moving NALA forward with all of its incredibly important work. It would be my honor to continue to serve as your Area 3 Director, and I sincerely appreciate your support and your vote. And I am looking forward to seeing everyone either in person in Phoenix or online in July next month. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time.
Wonderful. Thank you, Vicki, so much. Appreciate that. Okay, so now we have heard from everybody and they've had their 2.5 minutes to introduce themselves. And we're going to use our remaining time today to pose questions to each group. We requested questions from the membership be submitted in advance, and we'll go through as many as we can in our allotted time. Our first question is for the Vice President candidate, and that is Cheryl Nadarcy. So Cheryl, could you please turn your camera back on? Okay. And you have been on the board of directors how many years, Cheryl?
So I started out in 2013 and served for 3 years, and then I served for 2 years on the Continuing Education Council. Right. And then I went back to the board as treasurer for 2 years and now secretary for the last 2 years. So
okay, so so you've had several opportunities to be on the board and committees, and then the last 4 years you have been serving these last 4 years on the board.
Yes.
So you have served as treasurer and secretary on the board, and having been in a board role in the past, can you share with us how you would deal with a difficult board member who you do not agree with?
Oh, that's a great question, because I have disagreed several times with other board members on various issues. And the one thing that it seems like invariably, if I just sit and listen to what the other point of view is, you know, I may not change my mind, but many times I do, or at least I change my way of thinking about it. So it's to listen.
Wonderful. And Cheryl, since you're running unopposed, that is the one question I had for you, because we're going to use our time to allow those who have that are not unopposed to be able to spend some time. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Cheryl. Okay, so next we have secretary, and this is not unopposed. Can I ask one more time, Michelle Pfeiffer, are you on by any chance? Okay, so it's just Bianca. So Bianca, can you go ahead and turn your camera on? Okay, so this is your question, and your first question for secretary. And again, you have 30 seconds to answer each one. What leadership quality do you have to offer that would make the biggest contribution or impact on the NALA board?
That's a good question. I guess my biggest trait would be I am a lead by example type of leader. I try to, I'm one of those people that I won't ask you to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. I engage my team. Also like to and not necessarily be the one in charge. I like to lead people to bring out their, you know, their own assets that they bring to the table. So I am the kind of person that is more of like a cohesive leader who likes to, you know, give everybody an opportunity.
Thank you. And I think we had a little bit of a glitch there, but I think we're back on. So thank you, Bianca. Okay, your next question is, it's a little long one, so get ready. And Bianca, you can come back on camera because this is also for you.
Yeah.
and would be for Michelle if she were able to join us. So unfortunately, she's not here. Paralegals today are pulled in so many directions and have so many options for their time and the spending of their money. Pretend that I know nothing about NALA and tell me why you believe NALA is still relevant in today's legal world and why I should use my talents. This is a question, somebody asking a member a questioning, why I should use my talents and resources towards this organization. Please provide specific examples as time allows.
Okay, that's a lot in 30 seconds. So in my experience, NALA is great for education, networking, building your leadership skills, and just having a community of people that you can reach out to when you have a problem, a question, or even just having a bad day and you need somebody to vent to. It has really been an asset to me in my career.
Wonderful. I have one more question for you. What is one idea that you have that you want to propose to the NALA board that you think will promote NALA's mission and or vision?
One thing that I would say more of a mentorship program, potentially, to have a lot of our senior paralegals to reach downward and pull up some of our newbies, get them more involved. Because again, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. And I feel like that is one thing that we really could use, is more of the mentorship.
Wonderful. Okay, Bianca, thank you so much. Your time is over for questions. And again, Michelle T. Pfeiffer is also running for this position. Next, we have treasurer, and we have 3 candidates. So can all 3 of you, Denise, Teresa, and Debbie, please all turn on your cameras. Or Teresa, are you joining us? Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna switch up order so that we don't always have the same person answering first. So I'm gonna tell you in advance, I'm gonna ask Denise, then Teresa, then Debbie this question, and then we'll flip-flop the order for next time. So we're starting with Denise. What are you currently doing professionally? Where are you employed, and how will this help you as a NALA board member?
Oh, okay. Well, right now I am a freelance paralegal doing contract work. And I also have a podcast, especially for Utah paralegals. The way that I would use that to help NALA is that I love to take the information and the resources that NALA provides and makes available to all paralegals and make sure that our Utah paralegals have that information so that they can further their own careers using NALA to support them.
Wonderful, thank you. Okay, so next, Teresa, that's the same question for you. What are you doing currently professionally? Where are you employed, and how will this help you as a NALA board member?
I am currently employed at Christensen Law in Salt Lake City, Utah. I am building a immigration department in our practice. We have primarily been a civil litigation firm. And with that, so much has happened and changed, and NALA would definitely be part of all of the changes I make in our firm.
Thank you, Teresa. Debbie, same question for you. I'm going to just paraphrase what you're doing professionally, where you're employed, and how that will help you be a NALA board member.
Thank you. I am currently employed as a paralegal in the federal court system for a federal judge. As such, you have to be extremely organized. You have to be in a leadership position most of the time, as you're in charge of a lot of things. And what that brings to the board as treasurer is that you have to be, as a treasurer, you have to be extremely organized. You have to be extremely detail oriented so that you don't miss anything that's financially important to NALA. So that's it.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, now we're going to go Teresa, Debbie, Denise, Denise, George. We're going to go in that order. So Teresa, you'll be first. This is a longer question, so I am only going to ask it once and not paraphrase it for each person. So please be sure you listen up here, and it's a little bit longer. Another from a member. I strongly believe that anyone who is running at an officer level for a national board should already have a good understanding of the mission and vision of the association. In your own words, please provide us some information on 1 or 2 programs that you believe are crucial to NALA's vision and mission, and why. So we're going to start with Teresa, and you may now start.
I believe that the educational programs that are offered help NALA's vision and mission be fulfilled. We offer the CP exam and courses, and we also offer ACP and the courses relative to that. And that brings NALA right up to the very tip top, making us the paralegal association.
Wonderful, thank you. Next, we have Debbie, same question.
Again, education, but specifically our certification program. The certification exam pushes paralegals to the limit of their skills and knowledge, and that can only make them more marketable out in a world that is so competitive right now. It also gives that person who completes that test an invaluable sense of confidence and in their abilities to perform their job on the highest level.
Thank you, Debbie. You guys are starting to get this 30 seconds down. Okay, Denise, you are the third one to answer this question.
Oh no.
Do you need me to wait? Do you need me to rephrase it? I think our sound is off. Uh-oh. Okay, Denise, we cannot hear you all of a sudden. Not quite sure what happened. It's okay.
Sorry, how about that? Okay, sorry. Can you hear now? Okay. I was going to say, I mirror what the other ladies have said here, that the certification, I think, is the most important thing. Many industries have some kind of a certification so that when they are being employed, their potential employer knows that they are hiring a person that has been qualified by an outside independent agency, and that is a huge benefit that NALA offers us. However, as I stated earlier, also the classes by paralegals for paralegals, that's unique from NALA.
Wonderful, thank you. Okay, and one last question for all three of you, and this will be Debbie, Denise, Teresa, right? Is that the right order? Yes. So last question is, what particular experiences or skills have prepared you to serve as treasurer specifically? And we start with Debbie.
Being on the NALA board prior for such a length of time has given me the vision as to know what to do with the board. And as said before, I am detail oriented and very organized. And I think when you're dealing with financials, you're dealing with numbers, that is a very important skill. And I've seen NALA board in the works, and I'm familiar with how it works.
Wonderful. Okay, next we have Denise.
I would say that some of the things that are most helpful is I worked in customer service for 10 years in a fast-paced call center. I'm really good with people, and I'm really good with difficult people, and I'm good with people who are stressed and struggling, and I do not get stressed. I can multitask, and I can handle a lot of things at once, and I can solve problems. I am resourceful, and so I love to help. And so if I hear someone struggling, I'll come right in and be like, what can we do? Let's get it fixed. And I hope to be able to apply that here.
Wonderful. And last but not least, Teresa.
Hi. I have had 2 years of experience on the NALA board, but with 44 years experience as paralegal, I think that I have probably seen and been in most all situations that cause stress, and working with difficult people and being able to be meticulous in my work and being able to be responsible for every little detail.
Wonderful, thank you. This now concludes the treasurer section. of the forum questions. So if all you all could please turn your cameras off. And next we're going to go to the area directors. So again, we have Dana G. Welker, Angela A. Oberly, and Vicki Casper. If you all could please turn your cameras on. And if I could remind you, these folks are not running against each other. They are all running unopposed. And so we also will not have an extensive set of questions for them because they are running unopposed, but we do want you to be able to meet all your candidates. So they are not answering in competition because they are all running for a different area position. But if you could please, I'm going to go in order of Vicki, Angela, then Dana. And I'm going to start with this question, which is, what is one of the products or services that NALA provides that you find valuable and why? And we'll start with Vicki.
Okay, I think one of the biggest products that is most valuable is our webinars, both pre-recorded and live, just for the educational purpose. And there are so many different variety and areas that you can take no matter what area of law you're working in. And yeah, I think it's just a great benefit, and the prices are reasonable on them as well. So.
Okay, Angela, you're next.
I think the $80 gift certificate is wonderful because it gives members the opportunity to use it for a course or a webinar, or, you know, it's valuable and you can use it to get a little bit further education.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And then we have Dana.
For me, it has always been the CP and now the ACPs. To me, have been the biggest value. I couldn't wait to qualify to sit for the CP exam. And I've worked in states, South Carolina, Florida, where it's hard to set yourself apart. And those give you the advantage.
And I got tired of the fight.
Oops, I'm so sorry to interrupt. You'll have a few more seconds, Dana. Somebody is unmuted and we can hear you all talking, so please be sure you're unmuted. Dana, go ahead. We'll give you another 7 seconds.
Okay. And I was just going to say the ACPs, I think, are a great tool because you can study them on your own. There's so many to choose from and more getting added every year. So the educational value has been a big boost.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, my next question is, I have to go to a different format here. As a board member, your job will be, this is a long one, I will not be repeating it. So as a board member, your job will be to lead the association into the future. If money and resources were no option, imagine, please provide us with an example of something new and innovative that you believe the NALA board should research and consider for a future program and event. And I didn't tell you in advance, but we are going to go Angela, Dana, Vicki. So Angela.
Is it taking place today? We can say the name one more time, please.
Angela, before you start, I'm so sorry. I'm not sure if we're hearing excess noise. So if you are not speaking, please be sure you're muted. And
follow this all the way down to your right and follow that all the way to
Tracy, can you please find out what has that the male voice on there, and please be sure we get that muted. Thank you. Okay, Angie, now your 30 seconds begins.
If money was no object, I would think possibly having a second education conference for NALA members would be a wonderful thing. It wouldn't necessarily have anything to do with, you know, the annual meeting, just nothing but education.
Okay, wonderful. And then Dana, your 30 seconds.
Well, I kind of agree with Angela. I like the idea more educational opportunities, and with money being no object, having, you know, regional meetings so more people could attend, or having the ability or possibility of more scholarships to attend our annual conference, because once you attend once, you're kind of hooked and you try to go no matter how.
Wonderful. And Vicki?
Yes, and not to, you know, say the exact same thing, but basically, yeah, just educational opportunities. I like both of their ideas with the additional conference or additional just education piece, and possibly even, you know, the more scholarships giving opportunity, or even lowering the cost of that education piece, just so more paralegals are able to attend. I think that would be a good,
Okay.
good deal.
Thank you. And I've got one more question for you guys, and we will go Dana, Vicki, Angie. And the last question is, what would others who served with you, because you have all served on the board at least this past year, last 2 years, what would people who have served with you describe as your strengths? So what are your strengths? And we start with Dana on this. Dana, yes.
I'd like to think that one of my biggest strengths is that I'm a good listener. I try to hear from as many people as possible before forming an opinion, although I can be opinionated, but I don't want to dominate anyone, and leave room for myself to kind of adjust my opinion whenever possible. But I don't ever want to dominate anyone or prevent anyone from feeling like they can object to how I feel or my opinion.
Okay, Vicki.
I think they would describe me as also a good listener, prepared and organized. I like to listen to all sides of an issue, just to, you know, make sure that we're all being heard and understanding what is being presented, and why each person is kind of leaning this way or that way. But yeah, I think those are probably my 3 best qualities.
Okay, and then Angie. Oh, we can't hear you quite yet. You haven't all of a sudden something's happened? Okay, Angie, can you give us a thumbs up if you're thinking you're working on it?
Got it.
Oh, there we go. Okay, wonderful. So now your 30 seconds starts.
I'm really a quiet person, but I'm really listening to what is going on, and I'm absorbing everybody's opinions and what they're saying, and really thinking about what is being said before I usually open my mouth. I'm usually prepared, and I can be real analytical about looking at situations.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, all 3 of you may now turn your cameras back off. And that concludes our forum for the candidates, but I have a little bit more information I want to share before we hang up for today. So thank you to all of you who participated. Thank you for everybody who's taken the time to run and submit all your information to be a candidate for the board. As Melissa shared with you at the beginning, the board is at the head of all the strategy and all the strategic development that we do for NALA. And so it's a very critical role that you play on the board. And so thank you for not only wanting to serve, but actually taking the effort to do so. So in closing, I just want to let you know that we, in addition to the voting, which I have, and I'm going to tell you that in here in just a second, we also have a bylaw amendment that is on the ballot for this year, and that's on the same ballot as the board election. So you will get a single email for both of these pieces that you're voting on. And that the amendment that we're voting on is being brought to the membership is on cleaning up and modernizing the language around electronic voting. And you will find that information on our website and also in the May facts and findings issue that recently came out. The voting process. So June 22nd, you will receive an email with a link to your primary email account. So if your email account is not the one you want to get your voting email sent to, please be sure that you update your account and make sure that it's the email that you want to get your voting email to. Then you will click the link and you'll make your selections for the board, vote yes or no on the bylaw amendment, and then you submit your vote. Then, and this is important, you get a confirmation email. You are not done voting yet. You'll get a confirmation email that you must review, and then you confirm, and that is when your vote is counted. So it is a two-step process for you. Please be sure you do that second step. And again, confirm that the primary email we have on account for you is the one you'd like to receive your voting link to. And if you can do that by June 20th, then we can guarantee that we'll get the correct email used for you. Voting will close so it opens on the 22nd of June, and then it will close at 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday, July 14th. That is the first full day of the conference. So at 9:30 Central, which is actually 7:30 Pacific time, which is where we will be when we're in person for the conference. If you're virtual, it really doesn't matter. It'll be 9:30 Central. And then election results will be announced at the annual meeting on the 14th. Remind you, lots of ways to learn more about the candidates. Facts and Findings May issue has a full write-up on all the candidates. And then, of course, on the website, you see their bios. They all created a video and then answered a number of questions for you as well. So please be sure you review all of those pieces and learn as much as you want and need to make a good decision. This recording will be available for viewing prior to the start of the voting period on June 22nd, so we will notify you of that. And then the next forum is actually going to be July 13th, the day before the conference, and it'll also be virtual. Even though we all are going to be in person, we did want to make sure and can have the second forum also be virtual so many more people can participate than just those who are attending the conference. That's all I have to share. I thank you so much, everybody who's taken the time to join as well and learn about the candidates for these really critical roles that support and move NALA forward. And I hope to see you at the conference, whether it's in person or if we get to see you virtually as you log on. So thank you so much, and look forward to seeing you in July in Phoenix.